Good afternoon, everyone. It's Shamika Tia. Today is Thursday, June 15th. Quick video for prophets and seers. This has been weighing heavy on me to share. He's teaching me this, and that is do not tell people that do not share your gift things that you received during prophecy. And that doesn't mean prophecy where he wants you to share. I mean, that's what prophecy is for, to share and, edify the believers. However, then there's prophecy of things that he's going to do or how he's moving in your life. I'm talking about that realm. If he's sharing new directions for you to go or things you should do, and you share it with someone, what you do, two things. You put them in a bad predicament because, again, things of God is hard for the average mind to understand or even comprehend. And another thing is you also put that person in a very bad predicament to speak against the will of God. So let's say if I got a prophecy and I'm sharing it with whoever, a friend or whatever, and it's going to sound far out. I mean, we're talking about God here. We're not talking about me saying, oh, let's go to the mall. We're talking about something that is out of this realm, this human or carnal realm. So they may say something negative towards it. Oh, God, you hearing voices, or girl, that ain't God, that sound like the devil, or something like that, and you just put them in a real bad position unbeknownst to you. So we want to be very, very careful of who we share prophecy with. Okay? In other words, don't pull a Joseph. And I'm not saying anything bad about Joseph. I'm saying I don't think he should have shared with his brothers that he was going to be ruler over them, over the whole household. And, it just, to me, it caused a very bad situation for not only him, but for that whole region at that time, because a lot of things got delayed. And I'm not saying he didn't supposed to be in Egypt and all of that. I'm not God to say the process that it would have taken to get him to be in that position he was in. However, what I'm saying is I don't think he should have shared that prophecy with his brothers. They definitely did not have that mindset to comprehend that. They were already jealous of him because of the favoritism and all of that. So here he is, and it kind of came off probably as bragging to his brothers. And, as a prophet or seer, we're not bragging. It's like an exciting gift, but someone else that doesn't share that gift and can't celebrate with you may take it as boasting and bragging, or, oh, you think you know I don't know. You know how people are. Oh, you think you know everything, or oh, you got some special access to God that I don't. Whatever it is, and that's what I mean. All those negative vibes and negative language is just speaking against the will of God. Here you are excited and you want them to celebrate with you. Oh my God, guess what God told me to do? And they looking at you like, so it's really not, they're not believing what you're saying. We put them in a predicament to speak against the will of God, and we don't want to do that because that's dangerous for them. And they don't even know that. That's why they got to watch, we all do got to watch what comes out of our mouths, but especially if, part of having that gift is knowing how to operate in it, time and place. And again, I told y'all before, I was reading the word when I was doing a show called Prophets and Seers, and I stumbled across the verses that said they all kind of associated with each other. So if you're a prophet or a seer, you can share with another prophet or seer, oh my God, girl, guess what God showed me last night? They gonna receive that because that's second nature to them. Oh my God, he told you. They might have gotten it too. Oh, he told me the same thing too. Wow, he gave me that last week. Or maybe they didn't get it right away, and maybe they'll get it that next day. Whatever it is, it's going to be connecting the dots for all of us as a whole. So, if you happen to be the first one to get it, you may sound strange to someone that didn't get it yet. So, just think of all the people that was prophesying the era we're in years ago. They probably sounded real strange. They digging up old books and old prophecies from all these prophets of years ago. It was, wow, this is exactly what they said, and wow. this is what they thought and this is what they believe. Wow. And all this stuff is coming to pass. However, when you are ahead of your time, you will sound strange to the rest. So write it down, and you definitely want to keep. Matter of fact, get a notebook and keep, a journal with all the prophecy you do get. I mean, I have a red wheel called Dreams, but write it down. Write down everything he's telling you, and be mindful to ask him, well, do you want me to share this? When do you want me to share this? With whom do you want me to share it to? And then sometimes you'll get prophecy and you'll know exactly what to do with it. That's to share with everybody immediately. And then there's direction and ordered steps that you're getting. Now that's for you. You do not want to, and again, you don't know who's who. Mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, children. You don't know who's who. You call them your mother, father, sister, brother, but you don't know who's who. You don't know that spirit inside of there. And you don't want to warn the enemy of the direction you are moving in. So be mindful of that too. Okay? What else I wrote down here? Don't pull a Joseph. And again, nothing bad about Joseph. God bless him. But, let's not pull a Joseph. We're not reading about that story in the Bible about Joseph telling his brothers that for us to continue to make the same mistakes that he made, is what I'm saying. God, well, you know that God said, my sheep hear my voice. So, that just means not everybody's sheep. Not everybody's sheep. Be mindful of that. You don't know who's who. And as get around prophets of seers. And just because somebody say they're a prophet of seers, don't mean they are. Why don't you ask God? This is another thing that's in the scripture. You have to ask God who to be around. Ask God to send you and put you in contact with other prophets or seers, so you can be kind of keying and exchanging information. I remember one time I was around someone, thank God, that I had got a second part to the prophecy, and I didn't understand it. When you kind of just see something, I guess I saw something, and I kind of was like, wow, what did God just show me? And then right then and there, that person started speaking about what God had showed him, and that was like the part one. And I had got the part two, and we just sat there kind of keying about what we both had saw. And I was like, oh my God, that was part one to what I got. So he had gave him the part one, gave me the part two. And it just all came together. We understood greatly what he was telling us to do and not to do, and where to go, what not to go. It was definitely a hardcore. It was so hardcore. He wanted to make sure we didn't forget what we had saw. And that very day, the prophecy that he had showed us had came to pass, and we avoided it like the plague. It was like, whoo, did we dodge that bullet? So so ask God to put you around other seers, other prophets, where if you get something you don't understand, maybe you can share it with them, and they can help, bring some clarity to it, an interpreter or whatever the case may be. So he'll have him pick those people for you. Don't try to pick them yourself. You may pick wrong. And again, you don't want to be wanting Satan of what God is up to. Satan is not all-knowing like God is. So if God is giving you something, he's entrusting you. What does it say? There's another scripture in the Bible that says only a fool would vent everything in his heart or mind or something like that. So that's just regular. So imagine, you'd be about a fool to, every single prophecy you get, you waking up and you sharing it with everybody. And including the closest ones around you. You need to be careful. This is a very important gift. Actually, it says this is probably the gift you should seek after in Corinthians. So, but it is very important, and it requires discipline, and it also requires protection. Protect that prophecy when God gives you word a seed. Know where to plant that seed. You don't want to plant that seed that He gives you on bad ground, if you will. What else? Paying attention. Pay, of course, you already know you have no choice but to pay attention. It's just coming to you. So paying attention, listening. I think that's pretty much all I had heard last night. And I was going to do a video last night, but I had got in so late and I was tired. So I apologize for the delay, but he did give me that last night. So anyway, short and sweet. All right, so I'm still, again, I'm going to be starting just something real simple, a Facebook group for prophets and seers. That way we can kiki or whatever, kiki together. And I don't know the direction it should go in. I'm just gonna say for now we'll be doing posts, and if you impressed to share something he gave you, you can. But in the meantime, right now we'll just be in the group. I should say we'll just be kind of, giving each other advice with this gift. Let's start off there, and let's let God do what He wants to do in the group. And I advise you, if you are not a prophet or seer, and you are not coming from the Lord, this is not the group you want to join and invite yourself to, and get in there and start denouncing what we're talking about. I'm going to tell you right now. Think about what I just said. This group that I'm going to start for the prophets and seers is not the group that you want to jump in and invite yourself to, pretending that you're a prophet or you're a seer, and denouncing what we're doing. I can tell you that. You need to meditate on that for a minute, okay? This ain't that type of group, okay? This is just, like I said, this is a group that we will be as a, I ain't even got to go even in any more detail than that. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. This will not be that type of group. Okay. All these Facebook groups, there's with thousands of people in it. Get in that group and start running your mouth and saying whatever you want to say. This will not be that group. This is a serious group. And for those of you, it's only social media. I take social media very, very seriously. This is my name. This is my face. This is my family, my relatives. Everything we do and eat and say and pictures and where we are is on Facebook. So there's no such thing as only social media. This is to be taken very, very seriously. I mean, if jobs and employers are using your social media to determine if they're going to hire you or not, this is just the way it is. This is referrals and all this people use to social media in a big way, running businesses and operating and their gifts and everything on social media. So don't tell me it's just Facebook and it's not that serious. That's your misunderstanding. Okay. Anyway, let's get back into it. I just wanted to keep it short and sweet. Let's see. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Let's see if we got any questions or comments. Martin says, good morning. Good morning, Martin. How are you? Stacy says, good morning. Good morning, Stacy. I'm still praying on that new show. Yeah, we got something. I'm sure you got a lot of prophecy to talk about. I'm just praying on it. I got so much going on, and some other things that he wants me to. I mean, he's just really heavy on me about this prophets and seers thing. So I'm going to do a part 2 to that Sunday. But I will be praying on how he wants me to prioritize the show that you would like to share with us. I'll be in touch soon. Martin says, thank you for being such an astute student and well-focused messenger. Thank you, Martin. I appreciate that. It's not me. It's not me. I'm just a heavenly secretary, if you will. I take dictation and I say what a root. Gregory says, study this word. Oh, God. This is what I'm talking about, Gregory. He says, study this word, Lilith. I am not interested in reading up and studying nothing about that hussy Lilith, if she even exists. All right, if you can't give me the scriptures out of the Holy Scriptures, I really am uninterested in it. I really am. I'm uninterested. No offense, Gregory. That's what I mean. I'm not interested in dumb stuff. Like, why do I need to know about her? If she even exists. For what? You know what we get ready to do? Okay. Hi, Adrian. Adrian says, love you, sis. Love you too, brethren. Oh, I miss y'all. I got to come out to Long Island real soon and see everybody. And tell Angela I said hello. And Martin says you spoke in absolute today. Keep receiving the Jews. You're right on point. Thank you, Martin. I really, really, really appreciate it. All right, don't want to take up too much time. It's lunchtime. I am hungry. I'm about to eat probably, I don't know what I want to eat. I'm so hungry. But y'all have a great lunch. Y'all have a great dinner. And again, I'm probably going to start the group. Today's a busy day. I probably will start it tomorrow. You know, and if he gives you any prophecy on the direction that we should go in the group, let me know. But in the meantime, it'll just be real simple and basic, and us just kind of giving each other advice or sharing little jewels that God dropped on us with this gift. And if you want to share prophecy, you know, we'll just take it from there. It'll be easy breezy, but you know, God, whatever he wants to. You know, we may think it's easy breezy. Next thing you know, it's life changing. I don't know. We'll just keep it real simple for now. All right, everyone. Have a great day. Over and out.